Right, I was going to crack straight on and do the sequel, but I literally got brain hoovered. As soon as I pressed stop, and then I was going to just press record. I was like, where was I? And it all and so yes, there are thinkoids many, all related to this stuff. Um, so I want to talk a little bit about how paradigms, belief systems, whatever you want to call them, are a reason for a lot of the disharmonia between people with mental health issues and people who think they've got mental health issues. Like, literally, just stop saying we're all on the spectrum, okay? Stop saying it. It's just wrong. But do you know what? You would encounter a paradigm when you say that to someone because they go, no, no, hang on. It's always that tone of voice. Because you like to defend your paradigms, you need them. You know, your subconscious is a dick. Well, it is. It's a judgmental fuckbag. It does not care about making judgments about people. It needs judgments to keep you safe, to find out whether people are dangerous. And, you know, when you look at someone and sense that funny look in their eye and you don't feel right around them, that sort of shit, that's why you need them. That's why you need those sort of subconscious belief systems. And I've talked before about cognitive dissonance, which is when one of those long-held beliefs gets disproved, i.e., me getting a degree. I said I would not have enrolled twice because I didn't quite get in the first time because of how late I was. So I enrolled again and I got in. I would have not done that if I had any conscious belief that I was not able to do it. I'd avoided doing it when I was younger because I didn't have that belief. I knew that. I thought, no, I'm not good enough. I'm not. I literally thought there's no shame in not being clever enough to get a degree. And I had held that belief when I almost dropped out. I thought, well, mate, you got that mark at level 4 and that mark at level 5. There are people at level 5 who are practicing nurses. You used to be able to be a nurse with a diploma, and if they've had it long enough, they could carry on practicing. I think there's probably still some nurses who never got the degree. It was a choice. You could either do a 2 or a 3 year course. It's not anymore, but you know, by virtue of all of their nursing experience, they were allowed to continue to practice because they just knew what they were doing. And you know, there's no shame in not being able to get to level 6. There are, you know, the marking criteria, the assessment criteria change from level to level. So, you know, the level of synthesis and analysis and whatever at level 5, you need to show deeper understandings of it at level 6. So anyway, I got the degree and I proved myself wrong from years ago, and it was making me feel uneasy. It really was. That's why you defend your paradigms. And that is what leads to a lot of the arguments. Because if someone thinks that they've been through something that they now have decided because of their paradigms that you're going through, and they did X, Y, and Z to get over it, they do not want to fucking hear. Their subconscious will not want to fucking entertain the prospect of X, Y, and Z not being effective. Because if you do, on a conscious level, your subconscious will go, but that might mean I didn't get better. And that is what you will fucking defend. And that is what leads to the indignant tone of voice and the firmness and the hang on a minute and the You can see when someone's subconscious is getting challenged. If you're like me and you read people energetically, that's the fucking thing. That's the fucking thing. You know, I think I used the example before about my neighbour where I used to live when I was living in my camper in 2018. And he just kept saying, oh no, I'm just glad I can use the parking. I said, if I park my car in and out of that one and put my camper all the way back here, you can just... Well, no, I think I can't. No, I put my car on the road and I said, you can just use the in and out driveway and park wherever you want. And he made a big deal out of how great that was. And then he said, you know, I put my awning out and he said I could do it, you know. He said, no, it's fine. I was like, I'm actually choosing to live it. And he said, it's all right, spread it all out. And then he got the date wrong of my auction and he asked if I'd sold my place. And I said, no, it's not till next month. And his face told me everything. And it led to a massive argument because he's like, but, you know, for God's sake. And he was something on about how inconvenient it all was. And I just looked at him and said, you fucking liar. You fucking liar. Don't fucking lie to me then. That is when I, owing to my fucking inability to interpret the world around me, when people do that to me, I just fucking flip. Because that's when the world isn't really fucking happening, Michael. No, the world isn't really happening again. And that's what makes me fucking flip. It's just interesting that I saw him late after that really screaming row in the afternoon, and we sort of descaled it a bit. But I just walked off thinking, yeah, I fucking always thought that you thought I was a cunt, and you've never had the balls to say it until he blurted it out one day. And then you were unhappy that you blurted it out, and then you tried to fucking lie again, you fucking dickhead. And then I saw him that night, and he was with his lady friend, and he was all like charming, and I was like, looking at him thinking, you're so fake. You're a really bad actor as well. You are not convincing. I know it looks like I was going to make a video called You Don't Like Me or something, but it's like, there is, whenever I say about people that don't like me, I'm instantly assumed, because of a paradigm, that I am living with a, low self-worth. It's like, no, I'm just not always likeable by a lot of people. I've had that shown to me, demonstrated to me, hundreds of times over and over again in social settings. Someone has a bit of a fucking issue about something to do with just the person that I am, and they fucking attack me, and it just keeps fucking happening. And it's like, I see the signs in people. I would be told I'm being paranoid. I'm like, no, I have to really stick to my guns sometimes. I'm thinking, this is the whole world telling me that what I can see and feel isn't happening. It's like, it's fine, they don't have to fucking like me. I'm not going to make them fucking like me. You know, they're being passive fucking aggressive, whatever, fine, that's their shit, I don't care. But if I say they don't, there's a difference between hating someone and not liking them. But when you say they don't like me, you get interpreted as you're saying they hate me, and you get reinterpreted as you've got low self-worth. So then they'll instantly tell you how lovable you are. And it's because of paradigms. It's because of paradigms, because people think they're seeing what they're seeing. And that's why people interrupt you. They go, ah! That's why people interrupt you, because of their paradigms. That's what needs to change to do with mental health. That's what needs to fucking change. And like I said, it's just so fucking simple. It's just remove the responsibility from yourself of trying to fix them. Free yourself from the desire to minimize. Because I understand why. This is a situation where I understand you and you don't understand me. I say this one a lot. I know what you're doing. What if they have got it all wrong? You can say, what if it's just their da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? I guarantee you, they will, if they're, overthinkers think about everything from every single possible conceivable angle and then some. So you're never going to come up with a possibility of what it might be that they haven't already considered. Trust me on that. But if you're not trying to fix them, you won't be saying that sort of shit. It's, when we just listen without composing ourselves, our paradigms are in control. And that's when we interpret things the way we interpret them because of our own experiences of them. And we do show ourselves like dominant compulsive helpers. You dear things, you. There's the compulsive helpers are the ones that always get really like, I'm always doing this for them, and and I've bent over backward, and that's one of those where you can see someone creating their own drama, and it's that one's sort of quite easy to fix. Not easy to fix, but it's fixable. It's definitely fixable because it can be a lot more sort of conscious. But dominant compulsive helpers, the ones that go, what he fucking needs is a fucking kick up the arse. You poor thing, you are steeped in denial. And you're just demonstrating to the world, or well, me anyway, how fucking scared you are and how much you hate yourself. That's what dominant compulsive helpers are. That force their fucking stuff on people. It's because they have to underscore their denial. They have to have it work. It's got to fucking work because they fucking told you. Because if it doesn't, they'll see a demonstration of what they did not working, and the fact of the matter is, their subconscious knows that what it actually did with that pain when they thought they'd got over it is it created another subconscious and it put it there. It knows it's there. And it doesn't want it fucking touched. And it will be fucking angry if anyone does touch it. Or overly moralistic people as well. I remember someone used to really have a go at one person in particular at uni, and everyone noticed it. That it was always just because I think that's actually judgmental, and they're really dominant people. They're trying to be the defensive one, the one that what they're basically saying is, look at me, everyone, look at how much of a fucking moralistic person I am, and I'm going to make you all listen to that because I know that I've got the forum for it, because someone said something offensive and off I fucking go. And that's what they're doing. They're petrified that you're going to think that actually they're a judgmental bastard, because deep down they fucking are. They're carrying a hell of a lot of fucking pain. So amorality to them is disgusting and unspeakably bad, and they have to fucking show the world that they're not that sort of person because they're scared of themselves. Those are the people that are easy to fucking work out, who are just literally being a slave to their paradigms without fucking realising it. So, if you want to talk to mental health people, like you keep asking, do you know what to do with them is the point. Do you know what to do with them? Because a lot of you don't, and you think you do. That's one of the things. That's, one of my 5 core principles. I only have there 5. About this is, there is a paradigm that needs to change. A whole entire belief system that a lot of people are carrying without even knowing it. And on a conscious level, they are just trying to help, and they want to help their friend, and they're just seeing all this anger come back, and they don't get it. But so often it's because they've been interpreting that person, not listening. They've been interpreting. And they've been waiting to say the bit they want, and when they hear that trigger word, that's when they interrupt you at that point. But here we go. Their subconscious needs to underline their denial. That's what they're doing. See, I'm worried that this one is going to come across as all bitter and twisted because I am fucking paranoid. But then I know that everyone's got fucking paradigms as well, and that everything that I'm saying here is subject to people's paradigms and therefore their subsequent interpretation of my psyche. I did want to make the point. I will just do it quickly. I don't know how to, but basically, I think the people who think they've got mental health issues have got psychological issues. Whereas I've got psychological and emotional issues or something. But a lot of it it's just, when it just presents purely in psychology. And what I mean is, I tried it with psychology and I got sent back to psychiatry. That's the point I'm making. Psychiatry is when it is a biological sort of defect, and psychology is when it is a thought form malfunction, that kind of thing. I think, I can't really conclude that. I'm running out of words. And the cat's here. Hello, mate. I think he may want feeding.